Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back again with more late night courtroom drama. So I ended up going to watch Code Geass Resurrection of Lelouch today. Oh god, that movie was freaking awesome. But you know, I hold Code Geass near and dear to my heart a lot more than other people would think I do. So I might be a bit biased. I thought the movie was awesome, as did my friends that watched it, if anything. But that's also why I'm late, because we also hung out afterwards. But still gonna give you guys that Sunday stream. Albeit there's only like 12 minutes left on Sunday. Whatever. So we're starting with episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. Uh-oh. Wait. 2 stabbing incidents. I don't remember much of chapter 5. Fuck? Isn't that Lana Skye? It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Oh, yikes. I've had offers, but none I took. And that is until the day that girl showed up. Wait, why would you not take any? It's like... It's work. Whoa, Phoenix, why? Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It matters who you are. The famous defense attorney Mia Fey. What? No, she's dead, yo. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are... the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please. I'm out of time, but... why is he not accepting cases? He's not making any money. Please, you have to help it's my sister. Why, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Skye. I'm a scientific investigator. Alright, people, so for those of you that haven't already played this game, Emma Skye becomes a recurring character in the series franchise in other games. But for now, this is the first time we meet her. Scientific investigator. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. Yikes. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd even call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. Oh, what is with Phoenix and, like, meeting these young girls? These are jailbait, Phoenix, stay away from them. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey along. But That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, but a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Can't fault her for her lack of enthusiasm. This case is handled scientifically. If this case handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be clear. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you. Oh, I missed that. I'll look forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Relation to me. Let's see. My sister asked for Mia specifically. Mia Faye person. Was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's name. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. She says this, but she's smiling. She's way too freaking happy for this. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, let's move to the detention center. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. So sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this here? Understood, ma'am. What was that about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Skye. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Yikes. Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like Mia and Maya. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Everything! The case. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to a crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright, well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car. Trunk, classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Great! And of course, you know, they're both cute sisters, and of course the older one's always the one in trouble. The older, hotter one is in trouble. Jesus. So you're the chief prosecutor. And it gets worse, she's the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright, huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I killed myself by accident when I stabbed him, that's it. That is, huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. She's lying. How am I supposed to defend this? She moved her eye, she shifted her eyes immediately. Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, it was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney, anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attractive. Lana was the top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. She's like so freaking confident, just like Maya is so confident. Well, Mr. Wright, excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say that there's no way you can take this case, none. But Lana, why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Jesus! Mr. Wright, yeah, yes, I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. Hey, welcome to the stream, Kisan. Nobody likes Millhouse? Well, I mean, it's kind of true. Millhouse isn't a popular character. Why did you say that, though? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling, everybody liked her. Anyways, Kiwaki-san, what's up with you today? How'd you find the stream? From one of the Discords, or did you just happen to tune into Ace Attorney stuff? I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Really, Phoenix? Yeah, I think so. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Oh, okay. Okay, get her a guilty verdict. Fastest case ever. That'll be $30,000. Yeah, you know, we're not gonna charge her for that. Let's see if there was a trophy for this case. Nope, wait. Outside of, like, clearing it. Nope, this is all justice for all. Okay, nothing. See, if we get our guilty verdict, they probably aren't paying us anyway. So this is where this is a lot where it all happened. Look, they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying to not stand out too much here, you see? Hey there, you expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Oh, this guy. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and it's up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Shaving himself with a knife. Oh. Thank you. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me get a napkin. Look at you, Bambino. I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? So he was shaving with a knife and he's drinking on the job. Great. Head along home now. Happy trails, Bambino. Ladder? That's more of a step ladder to me. I mean, you mean that ladder in the back? It's a ladder, alright. It just doesn't look like a ladder because it's in-game perspective. Was that hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. This here wallet. What's this, a wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Jesus Christ, a fireworks or a gunshot? I don't know. Whatever. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Little wallet found at the crime scene. There's something that seems to be inside. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining it from every angle. Oh look, there might be a clue. You should check it out with the press of the X button. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. Police department, huh? See, well, this is scientific investigation useful. This is just investigating. I guess though, I don't see what science has to do with it. For now. Phoenix, for now. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Aha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, it looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Sheriff. Looks like I said before, this here is our claim. You best be moseying along unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. God, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides the red Mustang with a body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vitals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a surveyor cell you like. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? and when for that matter. Note to self, look up Vital Saloon and Zarissa. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Yikes. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Yeah, great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, are you two all set? Us? Who is this again? What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerbys or you officers. No, but you don't exactly look like you the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as the coffee queen are over. Cough up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned in my eyes. You might say, yes, all assorted secrets. She's the witness. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder. Stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name's Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she means it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is Sam. Destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know them. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones. Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. Yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for the king of prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. You. The most heinous of all evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest of lunches of all. Really? What am I? I'm totally confused. One thing is clear. This lunch today has a thing against prosecutors. Is that? So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? I feel like that's Edgeworth's car. It was a fascinating spectacle to be sure. I now feel I know what they talk about when they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. See Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. The rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming the chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? Oh. She always travels light. Well, now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of the Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? Glass-walled booth. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. So, since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunch is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you must start our lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not. Prosecutor's office. Do you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Mr. I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Look, a door, that must mean something. I'm not sure doors mean anything. No, it won't open. Mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Here, phone, let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. Can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. So, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something there. Broken. Trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Edgeworth. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, who else would it be? You know him from somewhere? Of course. I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and, right, her sister is the chief prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. That was just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't blame me! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? I'll be right back, let me get rid of this. Alright, I'm back. The body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. That kicked the case. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did, don't you? After you went through all of that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Oh, wait. No, she didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Lana Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. I know. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you just say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth? Yikes. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some people who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys, that bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Skye? Yes, we first worked together on the case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. Well, what? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth, what? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright, huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure. Is this still the first game? Yes, this is case number 5 now. Sigh, I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. What up, Tetris? What you doing up? Wait. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. That's Edgeworth's doing with him. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now, there's a very thought. I just got home from last exam of the week. How many more exams do you have after this? I'm wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Mumbles of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket and rolls up his sleeves and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has his sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. So cool. Sofa hair is cool? What the fuck? So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of this shield broken off? Next one will be next week, and then the week after that also. Who is this girl? Lana Skye. She is the sister of the Chief Prosecutor, Lana Skye, who is the suspect in this case. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Oh no, Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere. It's an old bag. Beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? Something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? Wendy old bag. No, not at all. I don't think so. Whoa, these are all the case files. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. RIP! Strange, I just pictured Detective Gumshoe. He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Yeah. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn, huh? These horses are mounted knights. The swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn with his head. Oh, his head is kind of spiky. It kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Please. The work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Edgeworth, what do you do over the weekend so far? Maybe I'll take that name and plaque as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. So basically it says you're the best of the best, Slasher, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to retrieve that broken shield. The police department? Yes. Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. The day of the crime. You tell me more about yesterday, the day of the crime. Murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transfer. Washing hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edward pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place a little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate if you direct that suspicious glare from elsewhere. Oh dear. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth, what is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. Sir, I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Your Skye, sir? No, sir. Nothing of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring anything unrelated. But sir, that was just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Oh my god, this guy's back. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Whimper. But, sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. It looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir. God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to finally calm down at least. Police department. RIP! We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes for a taxi and traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? It's a mascot. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you should know a lot about police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal. Oh, no, you're not. We're about to make you busy, though. The case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? It's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. And she says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. What if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Skye's sister. Whoa! Chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. investigation. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. You've had the chief prosecutors. What? Oh, I skipped it. Oh well. Let me open the window. I'm not gonna stream too long. I'm just gonna get as far as I feel like getting, and then chill, because it's still kind of late at night. Probably a little past 1, if maybe into 2. I don't know. We'll see. One of the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us ranked and filed detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? Because anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting down the badger dance. Well, getting the badger dance down pat. Is there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation trial. An officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A showman in charge of a crime scene is unheard of, pal. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is this award a shield and why is it broken? Well, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive the chief prosecutor Skye to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife just do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? Let's find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Edgeworth's troubles. He's in a tough spot again. Well, it all started with that murder of that defense attorney Hammond. Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, forging evidence, making deals with witnesses, nothing outright, but there was always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department of higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea who was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? I know. The truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Nothing more we can do here. Where's Maya? Maya's gone back home. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this, huh? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that got me into so much trouble all the time. Me and Detective Gumshoe must drop his ID card off. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman, sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. Didn't you... Whoa, now I remember. I skipped it again. Bruce Goodman, he's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Bruce Goodman. RIP. No divine interventions for Phoenix. Nope. All on Phoenix. And science! So this ID card belongs to the victim. He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground while we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is Chief Prosecutor Skye called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana was confessing as much. About this card. Lunchtime vendors accept cash, no cards. Especially now that card belongs to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? That's what happens. If you take a look at this, yes. You say you wanted some hot tea, right? No, no, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before the brewing. I knew it, so that's the secret to her aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is a waste of time. This is where the cars leave off. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Maybe it's both kind of a dual purpose. Aha, the theory of relativity. What, I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity, I'm sure that was his name. She doesn't look like a lunch lady. Yeah, too hot for one. An old drum, looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy, I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Yeah, sure. Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Why would you... Whoa, these are all case files. They're stacked up just ceiling. There's even a ladder. With the shelves already packed super tight like that. What's the prosecutor going to do when they get new files? Splendid, Mr. Wright. What an unusual observation. I think that was a compliment. Yes, it was. There's a jacket framed on the wall like a painting. The fabric is a high-grade cashmere Italian styling, silk ruffles, turquoise buttons, and a gold thread collar. I'm guessing it's worth around $5,000. But $5,000? Speaking of which, your suit would be about... That's enough of that. I don't need my life appraised, thank you very much. Yikes. Wow, what amazing bouquet. Oh. The defense attorney might be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? And wow, it's crunchy. Box of pickles, kind of sad. Oh, kind of sad lunch if you ask me. Oh, I was wondering about that. What? Dancing Blue Badger is my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered. It can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. The Blue Badger fades its dance until he drops. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. What an adorable goof, right? Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who's what's his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall is just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment I wasn't there, I wasn't sure. Hey, look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, nobody will look at you twice, pal. I was wondering about that. What, Blue Badger? Oh. I want to check out the fucking handprint on it. Very helpful, too. Oh, you meant Detective Gumshoe? I thought you were talking about the freaking Blue Badger mascot thing. Yeah, no, Detective Gumshoe is always helpful. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Ah, hello, what? The surprised looks. Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Fucking two-timing. Cheating, ho? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You looking like a dog that's lost in his herd, Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me? I'm watching over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. My outfit is very extra. Wild West? Yeah. By the way, Tetris. Mother finally realized there's a -K- oh, okay, -K-dash- on PSN ID that plays the city. I've seen him in Ring, and he posted on Facebook and stuff. I heard about fake K-Dash. Well, okay, you know what? To be fair, like, I'm not gonna call anyone fake or not, because I've been using the K-Dash name, because that's something, like, I picked, like, I didn't know anyone else had it. I used it, and I was using it the way King of Fighters had it, you know, like this. Oh, whoops. My bad. It's like this. There's the second one, the one with the single apostrophe, right? I was doing that. And like, I chose that as my tournament entry in my first ever Smash Brothers Brawl tournament back in October of 2011. So I've used that name that long now. 8 years going, almost. But anyways, like I said, been using it since. I'm not gonna say anyone else is a fake K-Dash. I'm the K-Dash that Smash community has known and fighting game community has known. I'm the only one that comes around and SoCal things. So I'm K-Dash. I'm the K-Dash in terms of like my perspective and your guys' perspective. And that's all that matters to me. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Marshall, there's something I wanted to ask you. It seems would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the Splatoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. Maybe we investigate. Gumshoe, that old cow dog? You holding a birthday party or something? Huh. Look, where it should say letter of introduction is his invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Wait a second. Isn't the crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler, strike out for the lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Oh boy. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Officer Marshall, can you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner? Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy here? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stabbed to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here is the autopsy report. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Nandina. Chief Prosecutor Skye and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common. They apparently worked together on a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with Chief Prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to his parking lot. So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Yikes! It's high noon. See, when I first played this case back in 2006, we didn't even think about saying it's high noon the way it is in Overwatch, because Overwatch wasn't a thing yet, but now it is. What a year, right? 2019, and I get Ace Attorney Trilogy back again. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You called me out? They shoot me for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. Overwatch is dead? I don't know. I can't say that for sure. People still play it. That's all I know. Some people play it. I'm not sure everybody plays it. I don't anymore. It is what it is. But you're a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Davina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog. I can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. You just don't realize it. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Yikes. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to a victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out. Right, let's check it out. I'm not doing anything by the way, it's doing it itself. This one's still on the redial screen. Dial. Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of the calls you made and received. Just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about that. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Now to see who the owner of this phone last called. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Hey, that song! What's going on over here? Ah, oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the redial button on their phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Skye. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. It looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ring tunes. Oh, that? Oh, that? I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Yikes. Oh, I've incited the wrath of Lone Star Patrolman. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 67S or 67S122. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does that mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note stuff, but the detective reason go to Edgeworth, not Wright. What if the phone call was from Skye's phone? It was from Skye's phone to Phoenix's phone. She was trying to call Phoenix. It's weird. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. The big buck. Damn, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Hey, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. There's no need to push this again. What's wrong? You look like you're about to read out. Never mind, it's nothing. You check out, there's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients all engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. Guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says that his name does have kind of a ring to it. Oh, alright. Lana Skye. There's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. The prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambino. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambino? How can you say that? You and my sister were. There's something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about. I apologize, Bambino. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blown through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? Office atmosphere. Damn. Yeah, right, Tetris? By the way, when I'm done streaming, I'm just gonna try to get right to before we start the court case if possible, or it might end even sooner than that, we'll see. You and ask Jade if she wants to run co-op. I'm down to run in a bit. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Even evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person who, hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina, Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't wrestle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. But you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere everyone knows about it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing that's still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee she's not a criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma, I know that your song... Oh, your phone plays when it rings? What? It's a Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? Oh, it's Emma's phone then. Okay, never mind. Makes sense. That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. The detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't want to know everything that went on here. Jesus. Uh, you know what? I'm like rather tired, so I'm gonna stop for now. I streamed a little bit. It is what it is. What was my full overall stream time? Like probably an hour and something. Hour 20. Not too bad. We'll find someone to host. Hmm. Oh, side streaming. I'll host side. I'll rate side then. Wait. Fuck. He's doing an IRL stream. He's making food. Hamburger and steak rice? Alright, well, thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna raid Psy. I know it was only an hour and 20, but I wanted to get a little bit of a stream and start this case. Kind of get to right before I start the court case and the trial, and then I'll resume tomorrow. I'll either resume at my normal time or I might even start earlier. Who knows? We'll see how my day goes. I will see you all tomorrow with more Ace Attorney trilogy. Until then, please drop by Sai's stream, say hi to him. He's just doing IRL streaming. He's making food right now. He's making hamburger, steak, and rice. So I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye. Good night. Bang. All right. Before I jumped the gun on that. There's also that stupid wait button. 2 more seconds. Now goodbye and good night. Bang.